My name is Matthew Lillard. You may have seen me in a movie or two. I also work at Beadle Grimm's. We make high-end, you know who we are. Today, I'm here to introduce you to a new product we have called the Dungeon Master's Journal. Is that what it's called? Game Master Journal. It's fine. What? I'm a free spokesman. What can they do? They can't fire me. Look, people have to keep track of the worlds they build, the games they make, the stories they tell. They have to keep track of the legend and the lore. And that's why we at Beadle & Grimm's have made the Beadle & Grimm's Game Master Journal. I think you're gonna throw it. Yeah! Introducing the Beadle & Grimm's Game Master Journal. Plan your adventure with 200 pages of rules-agnostic sections for character backstory, world building, NPCs, setting notes, encounters, session logs, and who still owes for pizza. Let's face it, that shit's gotta end. When the campaign is over, you'll have comprehensive record of your players' heroism, cowardice, or both. Let's face it, it's totally gonna be both. At the end of the day, heroic actions, or the idiotic blunders will all be captured in this handsome little book. So on behalf of the entire community, we thank you for stocking this on your shelves. Thousands and thousands of units.
Muppet power! Hello. Well, if you didn't know, I am Dave. That is Steve, and these are all of our players. And this is our Dragonlance campaign, but we are missing Mr. Maguire, the man with the silky voice. He's gone. We don't know where he's gone. Hopefully he'll come back. Hopefully everything's okay.
He's doing a radio show around midnight tonight.
Yeah, he will be. What's it called, Steve?
Midnight Caller.
There you go. the joke that's not if you know the show,
that joke,
then you'll know the inside joke. Yeah. But other than that, that's all cool. Anyway, we've done it. We're here. We're finally here. This is the last chapter of our Dragonlance campaign. How is everybody feeling? We are now level 10.
Oh, the dizzy heights of level 10.
Yeah.
Dizzy heights of level 10.
I'm for one, I'm feeling nervous because for the last 2 weeks you've been promising a shopping episode.
It is. It is. As I was thinking that, I thought, that's the bit I forgot to send around is the PDF of the shops. But hey,
the PDF
you're not
of the shops.
Yeah, of the
mythical
of the shop.
The murder buildings. I mean,
yeah.
You forgot to send the PDF file.
Yeah. I forgot to send it, but anyway, we're not there yet. And, there's a few bits to do. But how is everybody? This is Chapter 5, Episode 1.
Good, Steve.
Ready to go.
Good, Dave. How are you guys?
Good. We're good. I'm recovered. I had a good night's sleep last night because we spent a few days down with Ian in Cornwall. There we go. I got a new chunky dice, which I'm going to be using today. What's that, Ian? I don't know. Dragonborn Bard, you tell me. What is this?
Ooh,
that is a chunky D20 made by yours truly, which you can only receive should I give you one or you win one in our giveaways. We only give away the chunks. We don't sell them.
Cool.
So,
I like that. And
limited
it's a
edition.
prototype. This is a prototype.
It is a prototype. What?
We will never tell, will we, Dave?
Not yet. I can't get that close to my microphone, but I will try it just for you because you can do it.
You literally just did it then, didn't you? You said I
Yes,
can't.
but
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you think
mine's a
you can?
tabletop thing.
No,
I have to pick mine up. But here, yeah. It's cool.
yeah, it's got to get a boom on.
We don't know what we're doing.
Dragons.
It's
Anyway.
Chapter 5. We're here. We're live. Oh!
Surprisingly good from Dave.
Yeah, this is what you get at level 10. So, are we ready? Did everybody leave yet?
I have now.
Is anyone still there? We'll get Dave ASMR. That would be a shock, wouldn't it?
I've suddenly, you've got your red leather jacket on. We was talking about earlier, but
yeah,
because you both singing high pitched, all I could picture is Michael Jackson in Thriller.
Yeah. So who was it that said it the other time? It's like, is it Thriller? And I was like, Thriller.
Michael Jackson. Go look up Michael Jackson Bow Selector if you want to really.
It's so bad.
Oh.
It did not age well.
No, it's aged brilliantly. It's aged.
I used to
like
have
fine
those on
wine.
DVD.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
even joking. I had them on DVD.
Do you know what's awful about British comedy? And I saw this in a comedy sketch like recently of a comedy artist taking the piss out of British comedy. I guess so. The 1950s, you know, a few jokes about beating women, blackface. Then it moved to the 60s, and it was like, okay, it's all about kind of like, you know, women in the kitchen, blackface. And it kept doing it all the way through to like the late 2000s. It was like, yeah, turns out most of my friends are just white guys dressed up as black people. And it was like, do you know what's really bad is that has basically been British TV for the past like 50 years.
It's like TV was invented. Yeah.
Little Britain
Yeah.
as well now.
It's just like,
All the best shows.
It's just like, wow, this is actually happening still. Like, yeah.
Still going.
Anyway,
Hey.
Dragonlance, let's go.
Yeah, Dragon. And speaking of
On a light
which,
note.
we've got. Let's put. Oh, what button is this? Who knows? Let's put this one. There we go.
Oh,
Beadle
Grimm.
Been in Cornwall for
They-
just
they
a few
should
days,
definitely
and this is
sack
what
Matthew.
happens. So this is Beadle Grimm's,
Cornish killers,
who
mate.
make a fantastic. Shut up, you lot. Who make a fantastic Steel Edition, which is one of their limited edition boxes. No, it's not. This is a regular edition box. The box set of Dragonlance, the Steel Edition from Beadle Grimm's, and you get all of those goodies that you can see on screen, including a load of stuff. Because we're into. Did I mention we're into chapter 5?
You might be right.
The final chapter. We've got a whole load of stuff to get through as well, not just in this episode, but next few episodes. And if you were here at the start, you would have seen this. This is the Game Master's Journal with Matthew promoting there, and also congratulations to Beadle Grimm's team for Purple Worm. It's Kickstarter is now finished. They've done it. Well done.
Yeah.
Well
so
done.
we'll be fast forward from this. If you're watching this. And it isn't today, it's tomorrow or some other day. Fast forward to August next year, maybe September, and we could be playing the Purple Worm game. Who knows? We might be doing that.
Live
Anyway.
on Netflix.
Live. Live on Netflix. That'd be cool.
I've
Wouldn't that
said
be
it,
good?
Beadle Grimm, so
Like
now it's gonna happen.
Netflix.com/Band of Badgers. That's what we want. Bring it on. I don't mind a or Amazon. If you want to fight over us, you can. But
We'll sell out for money.
yeah. Always. And also, they don't just make that. They have also got these fantastic collection of dice. This is one of their premium sets. It's an oversized tin that turns into a dice tray. And you get 2 or more sets of dice. And you get extra dice depending on what class you are. Now, the one you can see is the Game Master, but they do all loads of other bits and pieces. So go in and check that out.
Excellent lunchbox for the
Boom.
kids.
I pushed the button. And Steve, you can push the other button. Well, I don't know what button. There you go. So, have we procrastinated enough? Are we ready? Are the dice charged? Do you have your pens, papers, D&D Beyonds?
Yeah.
Do you have whatever you need?
D&D and Beyonds.
Are we gonna upgrade to 2024?
Not in this
No.
game.
No, not in this game.
Not in this
Tell you what, at least you got yours and you didn't just leave it on the counter in a shop.
That is true. Yes, but you did.
Story
manage to
there
get
I
it
wanna
back, so
hear.
you're good.
So I went to go pick mine up because I've been working with a shop recently. We're going to be teaching people D&D, and they got the 3 GMs, that core rule book, they got us one each. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I haven't had a coffee today. I haven't had a coffee. They opened up the cafe next door for me so I could go get a coffee. And I was like so distracted by my addiction, my crippling addiction to caffeine, that I then left the book on the counter and fucked off with my coffee because that was what was more important to me.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, did you get it back?
That sucks.
They're holding it for me.
He's got it back.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
I haven't gone and picked it up.
Yeah. It's not an unhappy ending. It's not a sad ending.
That's
he did
good.
it. Yeah.
But I got my coffee, and that's all that matters.
Just switch around.
Well, it does. If you're getting the book back,
The coffee
it's
was
fine.
better than 2024.
you
Oh.
joked in that moment. It really fucking was. And just on a side note, because of Steve, I have been listening to non-stop Beastie Boys since Tuesday night. Like, I cannot get a fucking enough. I forgot how much I love them. So
You're welcome.
that's all right. Roll
On the
VT.
playlist now. Roll VT. Let's do it. Ready?
Alexa, order pizza.
Wibbity wobblies. Right.
Wobblies.
Wibbity wobblies. So,
Vocal warm-ups.
here we go. So, in the last episode, you managed to get into the floating
Trouble.
city, right? And you was in the tower, and you realized that once you'd managed to defeat Balafian, the city didn't have enough power at all. So parts of the city were crumbling away, floating away, and you managed to escape. But at the same time, that entire city that had been brought up and floated above the dragon army started collapsing on top of the dragon army as well. So what happened is you've eventually, as you've managed to get out of that specific area, you've bumped into a bunch of Calaman's surviving soldiers. If you remember, let's bring this up on here. Where's my slides? Good old Darrett. I haven't got the slide. But anyway, good old Darrett. He's looking a little rough around the edges. These are basically, there's a few surviving soldiers made up a camp on a bluff east of the city of Lost Names, or whatever remains of it, because now it's no longer a city. In the distance, you see a constellation of rocks, and they're floating in the air. Some are the size of islands, while there are others are little more than just kind of boulders floating around, crashing into one, as they do. However, the largest island continues to advance south from the ruins. Now, if you remember, that was the one where you started to see Lord Soth. I can't nearly lost his name. Lord Soth. Now that particular ruin starts to position itself quite expertly above the now reassembling dragon army forces. So the city has, most of the city now has crashed. This piece of island, this bastion, continues to advance under their control, and the dragon army soldiers have now just started to stop their panic. They're getting their things back in order. The island holds aloft a sinister temple, which is now glowing with this otherworldly violet light, gleaming through its cracked walls. You can also see the exposed foundations, which seem to be, so on the island itself, seem to be crawling with creatures of blackened bone and more violet flame. As you watch, several of these skeletal dragons spread their tattered wings and start to lurch into the sky, and they all start to circle the citadel, a bit like these gigantic vultures.
Are they
For
trying
the
to do a
next-
Sokovia?
Yes. So for the next, I'll close that button. Don't need that, and I'll Put that on.
Anyone who got that reference can get an internet cookie.
So
It was Iron Man. It was Avengers 2, Civil War.
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. So the next,
yeah.
exactly that. So the next few hours, Darrett is getting the last survivors. And if you remember, when you first came here to the Northern Waste, I think it was 6, 7, or 8 ships that you came on. Now there's barely the need for 2. Remember, they when you snuck in that time, Darrett took a squad, or most of the army actually, to try to cause a distraction.
Yeah.
And that all kind of didn't go as well as he thought it would. But you get back onto the ships, and you are now racing the flying citadel while you go on the boats back to Calaman.
Are we matching it for speed at all, Dave? Or
You're doing fine. You're able to outpace it, but you're only gonna be able to save yourself a few hours.
yeah,
Okay.
so if we get there a few hours ahead, we'll have a couple
Yes.
of hours setup time type thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I
So-
turn to Darrett and say, I can't believe we lost so many men. I feel partly responsible.
And you see Hawk. You see Darrett. He takes the helmet off, and he is just caked in sweat and dirt and mud. He's got a big gash on his head. That's all dried blood down his face, and it's one of those things that when you kind of saw him at the beginning, so we're going to do lots of kind of flashbacks to the beginning. He was just a young man. He was
Yeah.
eager to become a soldier, to become a knight. He wanted to do it. The knight he was training under, he was squire to, wanted him to succeed, gave him the old armor. And now you see him, and now it's only been a few months, really.
The war
But now
changes
he's-
a man.
Exactly. He's a grown man. He's seen things he hasn't seen before. He's had to sacrifice men in his own squad to save other people, to save the land that he loves. And we're not winning. The Dragon Army are succeeding. They are winning. They are taking more land than what you know. So if we cut to the map, what's going to happen here is that if I move this down a little bit. So this is the city of Calaman. Remember, it's a coastal town. After it's a couple of days race to kind of get to this point. Probably not even now, actually. But you manage to safeguard about 6 hours. And as you approach Calaman, the Harbour Bay area is all closed off. It's done so that the enemy can't attack by sea. They could throw stuff over, like catapults on boats, but they can't land on sea. So what you end up doing is Darrett says, well, let's go up the Vanguard River, almost halfway to Vogler, if you remember where you all started, Vogler Village.
Yeah.
Just outside the city, just where a safe place is that you can undock. There's no supplies to take. You've just got to get these last remaining soldiers back to the city. So you're going to head towards the trade gate here.
So if we've been travelling for longer than a day, do we get the opportunity to have a long rest?
I'm going to give you the long rest, yes.
Thank you.
Give you the long rest.
So after we've got off of our vessel,
Yep.
I'm going to set light to it. If we're on 2 ships, I'm going to set light to both of them to stop
also-
them from being used by the enemy.
I'm not gonna
The
shout
beacons
out.
are lit.
Also, you get all the the beacons are lit, definitely. You also get these wicked battle maps that you can make notes on because they're shiny. And
Nice.
Are they
Are they
clean?
wipeable, Dave? Yeah.
They are wipeable.
Nice.
I'm not going to wipe them now, obviously. Or my plans. So, you and let's say 18 soldiers are all that's left, plus Darrett. Make your way to the trade gate, and as you approach, you hear a lot of raised voices. They sound concerned, and there's a whole group of people outside, and they are banging on the doors. The gates are down, the doors are closed, but there's a lot of people, 50, 60 people, all ages, old and young.
They're not still the refugees, are they, from Vogler?
That's what I was thinking. They seeking refuge.
They're not the Vogler refugees. These are more refugees.
Oh, right, okay.
Ah, okay.
And we are back in Calaman, yeah?
We're
You're
just
back
by
at
the trade
Calaman,
gate,
yes.
yeah, trying to get in.
So
York,
you see,
we need to get in quick.
York, kick the gate in.
The,
Please get in.
If I
You
kick the
sit-
gate in, there'll be a big hole in the wall.
Yeah, you
Oh,
sure
yeah.
for it,
Just
you
be
get
us.
us
Go for the enemy. Go
So
about
you
the
see-
impending enemy.
you see a Calaman soldier who is standing before the crowd, just one. And he's trying to encourage them to take arms up against the impending dragon army. So there's one Calaman soldier there. One of the townsfolk is shouting at the soldier, "You've never fought the enemy. You've never even seen them. How do you know we shouldn't surrender? Maybe they'll be merciful." But this guy seems to be winning over the crowd.
I'll walk over. And the guy that just said, maybe they'll be merciful, maybe we should surrender, I will grab him by the back of his shirt, grab his collar, and I'll lift him off the floor. That's a 31.
Yes. There's even not even effort. You're not even mega yorging this out.
I'll look him square in the face. I'll turn him slightly, look in his eye. You are correct. He may have not faced the dragon army. I have. So have my colleagues and the soldiers that are behind me. We've just travelled from the northern reaches. Only 6 hours ahead of the main body of the army, and more importantly, their leader, Lord Soth. They will not be merciful. They will not be merciful to anyone outside the gate or inside the gate.
But this is the
Shush,
last
I have
place
not finished.
They've taken the land everywhere.
He is
Calaman is the
talking.
last surviving city in this continent. This
Then
is
that
it.
is the sole reason why you should pick up arms and defend your fellow people, not fall down and surrender and dishonour whatever people have fallen in your defence. And there have been many. I put him down on the ground and I turn to the soldier. Why are these people outside?
We've had too many people trying to leave, sir. We thought
What do
it
you
best
mean,
to
leave?
try to, like this gentleman was saying, people we're the last, and people think that maybe they don't want to join the enemy, but maybe that they will let them go, especially if they're farmers, especially if they have skills that the dragon army can use.
Get the gates open. These people need to be inside. And I'll turn to face the rest of the crowd. Make no mistake. If you don't defend yourselves here, then you'll die under the foot of the onslaught that is to come. They're not going to spare you. You have no skills that they need. They don't seek food. They don't seek to settle this land. They only want to do one thing, and that's conquer and destroy everything that you and your ancestors have built. So you have two choices. To go inside and join the others in the defence of this, the last bastion and the last defensible place on this continent. Or cower and hide and await your eventual death. There is nothing else that awaits you.
There's a lot of murmur around the crowd. You've won some people over with that, and you kind of see some people, more than half the crowd, start to stand up a bit straighter. It's something that maybe they needed to hear. The guard says, "Oh," he starts to bang, bam, 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 bam. Open the gates. I'm not sure if anyone's going to leave, but I think they're all coming in. Slowly, the gates open up. Portcullis rises on the inside. You see the man that you picked up. Him. Maybe half a dozen more people stand with him. And they kind of seem divided. They don't have much hope left. They believe that if they go in the city, they will die. Maybe it's best for them to take their chances with the dragon army.
I will change tack slightly with those specifically. If the rest of them are going in with those people specifically, I'll change tack.
They start. Everyone is basically picking up their belongings, picking up their bits and pieces, and start slowly walking in. They're all watching how it unfolds.
Yeah.
But the Dara and the soldiers walk past you, and they are tired. They're exhaustion level 3 as they walk in.
As they're going in, and I'm looking at the people stood with a guy who was mouthing off, I'd like to tell a story. I'd like to tell the story of our first defence of Vogler, that very first day, when Dara and all of the refugees got in the boats, and basically we all survived, and all the people that came out of Vogler survived because of the sacrifice of his knight, mentor, whatever you want to call it, and the people that went out knowing that they were going to die, they went out and bought us time. So I'm not going to recount it all in story form because it'll go on for ages, but I would like to make a performance check, please.
You can go back and watch episode 1 and 2.
Yes. Right, so I'm going to make a performance check. That's a 22.
Yeah,
or a 15. I have +7.
Oh, that's good.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm trained in performance.
Right. Like, when the fuck you rolling that?
It's one of them few times, right, that one of those obscure skills that is not really something that I ever play on comes out. So I'm going to use my performance check, and I'm also going to use my my feature that allows me to inspire people, my inspiring leader trait, and I'll give everybody some temporary hit points. So everybody gets 13 temporary hit points.
How long do they last?
Until they're gone.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, until you take your next long rest, I think.
Thank God for that. I'm now at 75 hit points.
Nice. You tough bitch.
And I'll give them to Darrett as well, because I can do quite a few people. I think it's 6 in total.
Cool.
Yeah, choose up to 6 allies. So I'll do Darrett and the rest of us. So does that have any effect at all on the mouthy dude and his half a dozen or so friends?
The mouthpiece.
It does. It before they were scared, then they had this indecision, and now they feel shamed. And these are not the Vogler refugees. These are people who have come from the east, from the north, who have managed to come. And it is literally, this is Kalaman is now the last surviving city on this continent. This is it. You will have to make a stand.
Out of interest, just above table, and this is like me wanting to know as Fizzwiz. Obviously, we can see the incoming like floating islands and stuff. How long do we think we've got until the assault starts and we're in the last stand? Like in-game hours?
You're a few hours, but that is going to that's going to pass very, very quickly. So it's the afternoon now, mid-afternoon. by tonight, the dragon
They'll be
army will
there.
be here.
Yorg,
Say like. Sorry, carry on.
these people are scared, just like we were. And I know that you mean well, but even if we're trying to defend them, this place is going to be under siege pretty soon. We need to go find Bakaris. We need to go find everybody else with power here, and we need to start setting up the defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully a lot of that is all underway, but I don't disagree with what you're saying. Yes, we need to find the council or whatever's left of it.
We also need to know what the head of the snake is this time round so that we can be there rather than dealing with the minions.
Yes.
It's Soth. It has to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, above table, just because Ian doesn't take notes, and this is like, remember, I gave you a dice you can't buy. There it is. Do I get the sense that there was a difference between the chromatic dragons and the metallic dragons? So the metallic ones were like on the side of good, and all of the Takesis ones are the chromatics.
Yes. So in traditional Dragonlance and normal D&D as well in Sword Coast, the silver metallic dragons are good, and then red, white, blue, green, black are bad.
Just asking that for no reason.
Yes, but
No reason at all.
But because of what happened with the King Priest,
The gold dragon and the
Yes.
king priest. Yeah.
the King Priest,
Yeah.
that meant that they both rubbed each other the wrong way. So they attacked. King Priest was doing wrong, and the gold dragon was attacked and killed by the order of the King Priest.
But we figured out that the king priest was a bad guy, and that like the gold dragon
He
was
was under the
probably
influence. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a very
But
naughty boy.
The gold dragon had become the death dragon that you had seen.
Okay.
So it's kind of become like a wraith. It's angered in death. It's been cursed.
Okay.
And is now a skeleton dragon.
Just cool. That's all I needed. Thank you very much.
Cool.
We should go.
I assume they let us in, all right?
Yeah, the guard has opened the.
The doors are open, and people are milling through. The people who feel like ashamed, they start to they pick up their stuff. They have a little chat. And they pick up their stuff.
York, you say they might be setting up, but they might not be setting up for the right type of attack. They might not know it's going to come from the air.
I think they can see it.
Well, when we landed, it was 6 hours behind us, so I don't know if they can see it.
Oh, okay.
Is it that big that they could see it?
Well, let's let people know that dragons are coming, and that getting inside is probably.
But I think we need to sort of inspect what sort of defenses they're setting up and what sort of attack they're planning on doing. Make sure they've got plenty of stuff that's aimed in the sky.
Let's just make a decision on whether we're going to the council or whether we're touring the wall, I guess.
Yeah, but we can look on the way there. That's what I'm saying. Because
Well, I doubt we're going past the wall, though, are we? Because
I would hope that they're setting up defences in the town as well that are going to be rather than just at the water's edge.
It has to be all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if they've got towers in the town, surely they've got lance type things on top of them, that shoot big arrows and shit.
Yeah, you've got what do you call it? Ballista. There are catapults
only on the walls, isn't it? It's only
around the walls. There's nothing. What you see as you start to walk in from the trade gate area over here, making your way in. You do see. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. You do see water bucket fire stations. Just in people are doing what they can. People are securing property. Hammering up boards over their windows, hammering up their doors. They're moving as many people to the. Exactly. They're moving as many people to the castle as possible. And just to give you a reminder, oh, that wrong button. This is the artwork from all
Nice.
of that. So remember, this is the concept artwork. So the village is, the town around it is small, but it is surrounded by a wall. And then you have this massive castle, a proper little Disney castle.
Oh God, I hope not. It'd be useless.
Just Disney princesses.
Just
For a start, it has a moat running under it.
I don't know. I mean, like those Disney princesses have got some.
I was about to say some of them are quite.
They got some great.
Yeah.
magic,
The sorcerer and Rapunzel the druid who just like I don't know. I would take some of that, like the xenomorph alien queen.
Well, let's just hope it's not Fiona.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those Disney princesses.
Technically, a Disney princess now.
Yeah.
As you make your way through the city and up into Castle Calaman, you get to the familiar conference hall. Do you remember that corridor that you went down and there was a door at the end? And you've had various things have happened there in your adventures here.
It's my sword
anyway,
still stuck in the wall.
Exactly, yeah. You got the familiar conference hall and its large round table have seen significant repairs all since you were last here. Sitting around the table, you see Marshal Vendry, and you also see your old friend, Baccharis.
Randy better be there in the shadows.
Yeah!
Well, long time no see.
Oh gosh.
How you been?
I've been good, man.
Good.
Excited.
Anyway, how you doing, Randy?
Oh,
Thank you for coming back. Thank you for doing this.
Aw.
It's much appreciated. And if
It's
you
good to see
need
you,
to
man.
know, there we go. RandyAvaranga.com.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, yay!
I had to keep that secret for a long time.
Yeah.
So
That's so good. I love it.
I'm gonna leave this scene over to you guys. So anyway, you see Marshal Vendry and Baccharis, and immediately Baccharis leaps up from the table. My friends, arms wide open.
Oh, long time no see. What adventures have you been up to?
Nice to see a friendly face, Baccharis.
Yeah.
Feelings mutual. I've heard tell of amazing adventures amongst you. Congrats and welcome. Still much to do.
There is. I wish
Yeah.
we could have met again under nicer circumstances, I have to say.
Agreed.
As terrible as the circumstances are, though, it is great to see you, and we're here to help. If you can show us where we can help, then we will. But I mean, York will be able to tell you everything. I mean, there is a force coming that is something that Kryn has never seen. The city's coming. Part of the city. A chunk sizable enough to be a decent island is flying through the sky with many dragons. Under its own power, not the dragon's power. But Lord Soth, who was here before, he's coming back. York, have you still... You wouldn't say have you still got it. Do you want to show him the Dragonlance?
Yeah, I just pull it from my bag and lay it on the council table.
You might need to explain what it looks like.
Thick.
It's a big old lot.
He said.
Can I just make it up? Is that fine?
Yeah.
I just right there. It's a lance. It's made of a silvery metal. There are no seams or joins in it. It seems to be fours of a single piece of this very lightweight but very strong silvery metal. The hilt, where your hand is sort of obscured and protected, is in the form of a coiled dragon with its wings swept forwards, and the tail curls back on itself, and that forms the handle. I'll lay it down. Feel free to pick it up and use it, and I'll go on to explain about how we found it broken and how it was repaired in the Temple of Paladin. But more importantly, I'll tell the story of the fall of the city, and how the great king priest, seemingly under control of someone, or who was controlling the knight, and I can't remember the knight's name, but it's the guy that's buried under
Solomir.
How he betrayed his vow and attacked the gold dragon. So he was there to mediate between the king priest and the gold dragon, and in fact struck the first blow, broke his vow, and killed the dragon, and that's what caused a lot of this, and certainly the city to fall. So it was the Knights of Solomnia breaking their oath that contributed to a lot of the strife that we're in now.
But I think York, Flynn, they both have a history with the Order of the Knights of Solomnia, and I think this is fate putting it right. Me with the Mages of High Sorcery, and Schilling with gold.
Lots of gold, trinkets, jewels.
And Grom, who has been so silent because he is just holding on to the power of Kerry Gillette.
You got touch.
Look,
You got the power. We do it
where
every
do you
time.
want how can we help?
Yes.
Also, have you
The
seen
city's here now? The floating city's arrived because we just took that long to tell that whole story.
Just chatting.
Yeah. Where,
Years.
so, Dave, what would I be able to tell them?
So you know from your point of view that that Calaman is the last surviving city. Everything else has been wiped out. And with the council, when you were last here, when everyone was last here, the council was wiped out. You have been made governor and lord of Calaman, along with Marshal Vendry. She controls the military here, and you have been doing whatever you can, whether it's food, weapons, supplies. You've been supplying everyone, making sure that everyone is safe, that can come in. And as part of this, what you can do, this is kind of like one of those flashback recap episodes where you go over past seasons. So as I'll let you, Bakaris will guide everyone around all the new parts of Calaman, where you can see where the weapons are, where the ballista are, and you can kind of, each one of you, which is going like Steve's already done the lance, if each one of you want to tell him one of your best bits from the last thing, because Bakaris doesn't know, he wasn't there.
Right, I have no. I mean, just rumors, but the stories you tell are way more intriguing than what I've heard on the wind.
Oh.
Who would like to go first?
I can't remember most of
Shilling,
it.
I don't mind go first.
Go ahead.
So can we talk about like anything? Because
So
Shilling
as
particularly.
anything from the last series of the last chapter, basically. So
Oh, I just loved.
but as you're
making
walking
the,
through the castle,
Yeah.
you're going
Yeah.
back downstairs, back out into the city streets, and you can see everyone has great respect for Bakaris. The soldiers salute him. He salutes back. Bakaris is going around helping everyone. No matter what's needed. There's no airs and graces. This is not the Bakaris you used to know when you first met. Completely changed.
Always
man.
matured.
Yeah.
He's the leader. He's the man he always wanted to be.
Just don't mention his son, guys. Just don't mention his son.
No. I talk about the time we nearly lost York.
Wait,
And
what?
how he finally
He fell.
decided to come out of his shell, let's say, but he came out of his shell a bit too quickly, and he flew over the edge of the floating city, and but it was in like a parallel universe, let's say, so it's part of Fizzwiz's initiation, and we almost lost him, but luckily he's back now, and we're all here safely. Just recount the tale.
How did you manage to do that?
It was, I can't actually, oh God, what did we do again?
The gods.
The gods, that was it.
The
The
gods.
gods
The gods are
looked
real.
kindly upon us. Yeah, the gods are real, and they brought him back for us because he is so important to this quest. They knew how important he was in helping us defeat what is coming next.
But not only that,
Handsome.
Wow.
Yeah, going to the Temple of Paladin, and
Yeah.
it was wild.
And that also told me that you passed your initiation.
And he like scratches the back of his head, and you can see like he's no longer wearing a hat. He's not shrouding his face. He's got like this long beard, which is like braided dwarven style with like a proper same colored brass kind of looplet that Grom would wear. His platinum hair, which used to be like tied back and have these bangs, is pretty scraggly now and long and unkept. He's back in white robes. And he just carries himself with a bit more confidence. He's like, but he's wearing a badge of the Mages of High Sorcery on his long duster. And I feel really bad because Randy coming in has thrown me off, remembering. And I feel really bad about this, both Deanna's and PJ's character names. And I'm desperately going through my fucking to be like, because he wants to talk about the friends he made along the way. He wants to talk about like how like this was through his darkest hours, and it started here in this room when Bakaris turned in that moment, and how like he'd like summoned that sword, and he as he's talking about the journey in war and how that changes somebody, and he talks about Darrett and how like he's now such a different person because war leaves scars that aren't always physical, and he summons this sword, but it becomes like another it becomes like a miniature Dragonlance, and then he changes it into like different things that describe those friends that we made along the way. Like part of it's like a metallic prosthetic leg, the other part of it is like one of the many different like autumn leaves that he would imagine with Deanna's character, whose fucking name I wish I could fucking remember, and I feel so guilty about that. But he says, yeah, I passed the test. Like, I didn't even know we were on a test, and losing York was like one of the worst things. But it wasn't about me. It's never been about me. We're here because it's the right thing to do. And wherever you need us, we'll be here for you.
Thank you. Sounds like we're going to need it. And he looks over at Flynn. And how about you, friend?
Well, not much has changed, Bakaris, except I kicked ass, I drank rum, and I've grown as a person. And I'm actually thinking about re-enlisting and joining the Knights again.
Incredible.
I think I've got some unresolved business there.
Yeah.
And Flynn looks over at York and gives him a wink.
Sorry.
And it was fun. It was fun. York was dead for a bit, but I knew he was going to come back anyway because he's such a handsome fellow. And and then he reaches into his backpack and he pulls out a bottle, and you all sort of instantly think he's going to give Bakaris a bottle of rum or something, but it's a clear bottle, and in the bottom of it is an orange liquid, and he says, "Keep that on you, Bakaris. It might come in handy in times of trouble." And that is a potion of fire breath with one use. One use left.
Nice.
Wow. He holds it, he looks at it, and he sort of smiles. Because he remembers, Flynn a bit wilder, a bit more not giving.
Oh yeah,
stuff
calm
away
down
easily.
now.
Yeah. I don't think too calm, but just the right amount of calm.
Yeah, still good in a fight.
All right.
So as you make your way around outside of Castle Calaman, around City Market, you find your way back to the trade gate, which is the same way you came in. And once again, the portcullis of the trade gate has been lowered. You see dozens of anxious civilians gathering outside it. They're banging on the gate, pleading once again for entry. But this time inside the gate, there are a handful of Calaman soldiers that are standing ready with spears. And they kind of nervously seem to be eyeing the gate. And they have their captain there as well. What do you wish to do?
Bakaris, do we know if something's coming, or York, does this look...
Yeah. I don't think I know anything coming yet, right?
Nope.
Yeah. No, this is strange to me too.
Allow me to deal with this, Lord.
Please.
I will go over to the captain.
Yeah.
I'll stand
Yeah.
behind York looking menacing.
There are people outside, Captain. Why is the gate closed?
We've closed them on purpose, sir. We've been hearing some strange rumours. We don't know if it's true, but we're holding up to our rules. We've been
On whose
told that
order?
somebody's. Well, just it was my judgment call, sir. It was. We've been told or hearing rumours that these draconians, that they can look like us. And we've been hearing people coming in saying that that person's a draconian. So we can't take any chances. We've just locked the gates, and they can all stay outside until we vet them.
Are there
You got-
women and children out there?
There's a few, yeah.
I'll pop a detect magic. And you watch his eyes just shing with this like black to red to silver, and then go back to that bright blue. Show me to the top of the wall, and I'll have a look to see if anybody's using illusory magic, I guess.
Just go right up there. Any assistance you can give?
Yeah, have you got like a
mage,
box or something?
Would you like
Yeah,
a box
sure.
to stand on? Or shall
Shilling
I?
will go with you.
You
Shilling will
get
take
somebody
you up
else
there.
just to kind of get my soapbox.
I can hold you up if you like.
Yeah.
You can go up there.
I am intrigued, though, Captain. You say you're going to vet the people. How are you going to vet them through the gate?
Well, we've been told that draconians don't have red blood. So as they come in, we're going to cut
You're
them.
gonna cut children.
Extreme.
If
I stop
Well,
the man and I go, there will be no cutting of children here.
I believe that's the only way to be sure, according to
I'm
rumours.
gonna-
They're saying that they.
I'm going to put my arm around the captain's shoulders and lean in close. And I'll say,
give me a kiss.
from somebody who's faced draconians, Captain, if you cut them, they explode. It's a horrible scene.
Yeah.
Even just a cut, a little one.
Even just a little cut, Captain. It's really horrible. Now, what I suggest you do is you and your men move back and allow the experts to deal with this.
And he orders his guys, men, just everyone.
Steve, we could do
let them through. Let them through.
Steve, we could do the Men in Black trick type thing, but in reverse. So we start talking to people as they're coming through in like common, but then we switch to draconic and see who sort of reacts to it.
Good morning,
That's a good
Ninja
plan. I
Comic. And
like
was
that.
oh yes,
Like
good
that.
morning.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna open the gate. Fizzy's gonna be upstairs, sitting on Chilling's shoulders or something, looking down. He's gonna give me the wave if he sees anybody.
Yeah,
So Fizz, where you're up top on the wall. Look down. As far as you can tell, everyone's normal. There's not a hint of magic.
If it's magic, there's none here. York, look for basic disguises, but I mean, we've met the draconians, even like the tactical ones that weren't exactly all brawn were fucking huge.
And they were magic based, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
have thought if they were using magic to disguise themselves, then you'd see it.
There's no illusion magic here. There's no
Alright.
magic whatsoever here.
I'm opening the gate.
So his guard could be ill-informed.
I wave the captain who's there to allow you to do that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do it!
That's okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said the captain just pushes his men out the way and just starts raising the gate himself. Opens up the
Captain,
doors.
how many magic
Dave,
keys have
as
you
they
got within
come
your-
through, as they come through, sort of one by one or whatever they're letting them in as, I'll start yelling obscenities at them in Draconic about like the Dragon Queen is a whore and stuff like that.
You see, you get some strange looks from a lot of people. Yeah, you get some old grannies. And,
Does
Give you a
anyone
slap.
get angry though?
No.
No.
Captain Lord Baccharis, have you got any other people with any kind of arcane ability that can use detect magic on your gates? Because if they're using illusion magic, that's how you spot them. If it's otherwise, it's a case of just checking them for makeup, I guess, or mud and stuff like that. But
Or if any of them say they're here for 2 weeks and then keep repeating it,
Cool.
that might be a good...
Would there be anyone in here who would have that magical ability who I could sort of assign to this?
There are. So there are. You do have various wizards or low-level spellcasters, people who are the shopkeepers, that kind of thing.
I'm not going to lie. Save your mages. You're going to want the low levels out here.
Yeah.
In the kindest way possible, I'm going to need the help.
Yeah.
Get your David Blaine's out here. Come on.
Got it.
One of your, based on your orders as well,
Yuri
all of
Gellis.
the shops, the blacksmiths, the magic items, everything has been issued to the people, to the front lines, to everyone. Nothing has been... no one's making any money from this. No one.
You mean potentially there's...
No one's going any shopping. No. Yeah.
You mean potentially there's a peasant out there with +5 sword?
Yep.
Potentially.
Just,
Yeah.
you know, the baker has it.
Yeah. Baker has his donut
I
wand.
am Baker.
I would imagine the shop owner has the +5 sword. These
Probably.
Yeah, I would. And the armor.
Genuinely always wanted to play through an entire campaign as a 7 HP commoner, no class features, just trying to survive with like just magic items in the rest of the party, like shaking an armor like, I'm not supposed to be here.
We'll come back as a one shot. And we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do the gate stand up a bunch of
Be like
commoners
the guy who
versus Gates of
carries all the
Calaman.
gear.
Yeah.
So we'll fast forward a little bit. Day becomes night as everything starts to ramp up a bit, and what you see. Let me just find
What
the
we seeing?
right stuff.
Is it a bubble
So-
shirt? Ooh.
You are on the west. You end up. Bakaris is there with you as well. You are all on the west-facing ramparts of the trade gate, and it is a buzz. There are soldiers everywhere. There's no civilians on the street. They're all kind of the ones that have that kind of makeshift helmet, makeshift armor. Even if it's a pitchfork, that's what they've got. Everyone is lined up. Children are manning the water buckets. Everybody's ready. Everything is running a buzz. There are soldiers rushing reports in and out. And amid the activity, in the middle of all of this, you see Marshal Vendry. On the ramparts, a small table, stuff coming in. She scribbles it, stuff going out, and there are runners everywhere, coming and going all over the place. What you see is this.
Here we go, boys.
Through the dark,
Oh.
it is a very heavy dark night. You can't see the stars or the moon, and the only light that you see is coming from the lightning and this eerie glow as this citadel makes its way towards you. And below it,
We can't blow it away, innit?
yeah, below it, thousands upon thousands of soldiers, Dragon Army soldiers, are massing. Now they're in formation. So for the next few hours, they start to test the defenses of the city of Calaman. Some are coming in on foot. Every now and then you see like ballista fire or catapult on fire come over the wall and crash down into a building. But Marshal Vendry and Lord Bakaris have done enough to keep order. Everybody knows what to do. They don't break formation. The people in this area, manning the buckets, don't run off too far. They stay in their areas. Everywhere is marked. Everyone has a job to do. And every so often you see Marshal Vendry, her gaze just passes through the tangle of soldiers to the field beyond the walls, where there is red and black of the flags of the Dragon Army soldiers. You also see flying above is that Dragon Queen's claw-like symbol. There are dragonals flying around in formation, every now and then swooping down to attack the walls. Eventually, one of the runners, messengers that are coming over, hands Marshal Vendry a note. She reads it, passes it to you, Lord Baccharis.
I read it.
So as you read it, it's just another summons to go back to the council chambers. You can head off. And then she turns to you guys and says, we need some more support on the ballista, if you would.
Aye.
Of course.
Okay. So we're going to separate you for a little bit. As you are... I'm going to turn my page.
Turn the page.
As you are walking through, so this is to you guys. As you're walking through the city market, in the dark sky, you see this huge violet star. It starts off small. It arches in the sky and gets lower, and as it gets lower, it's getting bigger.
Oh.
And it crashes down into a nearby church. And then instantly you hear a roar. As it rears its head, the wings fly out. And a weird, breathless screech is rising out of all of this black dust that it kicks up. An instant later, you see this tail whip around and the head looks at you and faces you. And it's got this long, elongated head. Fangs on the outside. It is a complete skeletal dragon.
I bet that's on our side.
I was like, I don't think that's a dragon.
However,
I want it.
It won't fit in your backpack, Fizz.
oh, I'll make it.
Can you train it? Can you train it?
I think we got a bag of holding, didn't we?
Ooh.
What do you wish to do?
Christ,
guess
is
we
there
do what we do
anything
best.
around there that can attack it.
You start to see the soldiers they're issuing orders, but most of the ballistas are facing out and along the wall. If you look at the map, the city, here we go. The city market is up high. So if I take you lot off, there you go. So the city market is here. The building has crashed down into a church on the corner here. This is too far from the wall for the ballista to be effective.
We have to go.
Most of the heavy weapons are here on the trade gate. There is some, and the soldiers will have to kind of manually drag it down. But what are you going to do?
Oh, we can't get them to aim it then, can we? Because it's out of range, effectively.
Okay.
Is there any way to restrain it at all?
Take care of this dragon ourselves.
Yeah.
Fizz is like smiling, and he just give me 6 seconds. And he he will take
One instance where speed is going to be an advantage, Fizz.
It's like, Fizz, what are you up to?
Oh,
Like, seriously, what are you up to?
Yorg is going to love this. And he pulls out like the draconian bones that he gathered. He pulls out like one of the Takisa symbols, and he just, you see this like collection of like dragon stuff that's just not really anything really. And he quickly like lays it on the ground. And then he basically takes all of his the platinum things that he found like worth of value up to 500 gold that we've been collecting over time, or 500 steel in this edition, and he goes, 2 seconds, and he starts chanting in Draconic, and you're watching as like there are like flashes of like white, silver, red, blood, and then black wings just from his back, like spectral draconic wings, and they disappear again. And all of this magic just begins to fall over these items as he's just chanting and chanting and chanting. And at 5th level, I'm going to cast Draconic Spirit. And from...
That's a bit sexy.
Steve, did you get...
Agreed. Very sexy.
Have a look on WhatsApp. I sent you a message. I'm just going to make sure
Right, okay. No, I didn't see that.
just gonna cast that spell off my thing because I've only got 2 5th level spell slots. And you watch as like all of that energy, that arcane stuff, just like it turns it all into like scales, gold scales that just begin to like place up into the air, and you just watch as a large gold dragon just pulls itself out of the ground.
Wow.
As it finally like gets up, and it's only a large dragon, still a wee baby, but it just looks at us in that way. Fizz is like, we've got about an hour of this. Hop on, let's get over there.
Yay!
I have a large gold dragon. I have the stat block for it here with this spell, and yeah, we now have a dragon on our side in this fight. I do think, hopefully, that this will draw Lord Soft to us. So, be ready.
Good plan.
So, what do you wish to do? You're jumping on the back?
Yep.
Yeah, Shillin's on there straight away. She also got Takara's Longstore as well.
Yep. Flint jumps on the
Even it
back
around.
and shouts, "Hooray!"
You come in, Bakaris?
I'm
Because
not
already
there.
gone.
I got a summons to the castle.
Oh.
Gonna miss the fun.
Hey, York, this one shouldn't try and kick you off its back.
Low
I'll
blow.
climb.
I guess we fly over and go kick the shit out of this other dragon.
Okay. So you fly. It's not far. It's only a few buildings away. So you
Doesn't matter.
You're all there.
We're on a dragon. That's all that matters.
Tell us what happens. What do you want to do? You're flying towards it.
I think that Fizz sits like where the nape of like the wings and the neck is, and he's just like its eyes are actually like the same like transferring of like white, red, black magic as it like flicks through like the 3 different mages of high sorcery, but like it's almost like spectral moons rise out of like above Calaman when this is summoned, like all 3 of the moons, and we hop on and it starts charging forwards. It's like it just takes off. And it's a show. It's completely a show because this dragon has clearly been dropped here to fuck with us and to turn the defenses inwards. And Fizz is like, everybody else down the balusters, we've got this. And like, it takes off and we just jump those few buildings and we just careen in. And it's up to you guys if you want to jump off and take the ground, or if we're all just going to fucking dive onto this fucking necro dragon and
Yeah. No. With you to the end, Fizz. Woohoo!
Yeah, dive on.
Dave, roll initiative, please, for me.
Hold on.
Whoa!
So Maguire has just messaged, and I've just messaged him back. He's home, so he's gonna see if he can. He's gonna see if he can join.
We can
Steve, I'll let
circle the other
you
dragon for a few
message
bits.
him while I do this.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
sign up.
Right, so you got some more backup. Ho, ho, ho. Right, so as you... Oh, I've got to let him in this one as well.
Yeah, sorry, Dave, that was me.
Right, so as you all... this is more of a cutscene, but this is all good. So, as you get down into the dragon, you can do everything you want to do. So you can just talk us through, but you've already called it out. This is a distraction. So the soldiers who managed to turn a ballista inside, the ones who counted up the street, they all managed to get it in line. They fire. You see these magically infused ballista fire across the down the streets, plowing into this dragon. But what do you all want to do? This is your epic moment. This is a cutscene because we're going to let Grom in as well. So what do you want to happen?
Weapons out, diving towards it.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
dive in, pirouette down.
York, you may need to scream to them to turn the ballistas back out and watch the armies.
Right, so I can tell you what, I won't get on the dragon. I'll stay on the floor and I will crowd control around this creature and get all the captains under control and to hold the defenses, because they are going to attack the wall now this distraction has come into the town square.
Okay.
We will deal with the dragon. Everyone else needs to man the walls and prepare for an attack because one is coming.
Flynn Schilling, I need you to kill a dragon for me.
No problem.
What do you want to do? Again, this is a
try my
cutscene.
best.
Do anything you want. Go for it.
Shannon's jumping off and diving on the dragon. Like,
Yeah.
she's
on
she's
its
very
head.
dexterous. She can
I think-
hold on as it's thrashing around.
Yeah, and like as you guys jump off and like land and start going in at low ground, Fizz commands this like dragon to like land on it and try and just rend it as you know, a dragon on dragon fight. And as it sort of like crashes into him, that's where he does like a triple backflip off it. He wouldn't. He would just
Roll!
He uses
Shilling.
the Cagnosti Shroud, like those leaves, like all around.
I
It
was
just it collides in. He like turns up like between you two in this like little dust storm of leaves, and then like his mage staff is out, and you can see him beginning to cast a spell.
Yeah, I was going to say if the dragon lands on the other dragon's back like that, I'm going to run along our dragon's head and neck up to the end, leap off onto the purple dragon's head, and try and get at its eyes if it has something in its eye sockets.
Okay, so you're going for the eyes. Shilling, you're going just aiming
Go
for
for
the
the
body.
eyes, fool!
I'm thinking maybe chest that area because you might have to get right in there and kind of,
Okay.
you know, sort of swing round.
Remember, it
Hang
is a
on.
skeleton. It's got ribs. So you basically
Oh.
go between the ribs.
Yeah, I'll try and I can hang on to the ribs and try and get in there.
Fizz, you're crashing down into with the dragon. Still
Yeah.
riding the dragon.
No, then as it hits into it, that's when I use that Cagnosti Shroud to and Misty Step from the dragon through the ground, so
You
that I'm
see-
there.
Yeah.
You see, Shilling and Flynn, you both impact it after the gold dragon slams bodily, pushing it into the ground and starts rending this skeletal dragon to pieces. This is a small skeletal dragon. I didn't say that bit. It is a death dragon. But all of these attacks combined makes the violet flame inside recede
Oh.
until it's gone. All you see drifting up into the sky are these purple embers, and slowly as they go up, they start to drift back towards the dragon army.
Fizz commands the dragon to roar as loud as possible, and yeah, he wants eyes on him and this dragon. He wants everybody who means something in that fucking army coming to him.
So that's I know it's good. That's fine. You make the noise. It's like Godzilla making the everyone in across the city hears it. For some reason, like the soldiers of Canaman, like, yes, that is the wake up call they needed, and it's almost at that point when the bastion starts to move forward again. That was it. That was the call to war. There's no more waiting. The war has begun.
It's on.
We have
Go.
let's drop him in.
Oh.
We're gonna have
Drop
to do
him
it
in.
this way.
There he
Oh,
is. He's
Let's get everyone
parachuted
back
in.
into their original seating
missed,
positions.
brother.
Little hill dwarf
Parachuted in. Hopefully, I'm not dead.
And down in the aftermath of the dragon disappearing, you see a golden grom appears.
From the
It's
embers.
always just been herding in the back, just quiet.
Yeah.
So
everybody.
what we have, a messenger runs up to Jorg. He says, "Sir, Captain, General, sir, just Sir Jorg, a message from Marshal Vendry."
I will take the note and read it.
Okay. I've got there is so much going on. Straight away, you see it's from Marshal Vendry. Reports of the what's it called? Hold on. The Warrior's Gate.
Yeah.
Is now unmanned.
Oh, that's not good.
I'll shout over to Piers and say, we need to ride the dragon east There's a large warehouse, and next to it is the Warrior's Gate. The reports are that it's currently unmanned. We need to get there quickly.
Yeah, I think I got that covered. Hop on, losers.
You're currently here, and you need to fly all the way down to Warrior's Gate.
Have we
So
got
the opposite
any
end.
town's guard or any soldiers in this area that were like ready to fight this dragon before we came in and were like, we fucking got this? Are there any here that we can take with us?
No. We leave them here. This is like zonal defense. So they're doing their job just being here, even if nothing's going on at this location at the moment. Everybody needs to be in their location.
Jump back on the gold dragon.
Yeah.
It's a
go.
tower defense game.
Yeah, let's. Do we need to come pick you up, York?
Not one of those shitty web games, I hope.
Yeah, it's
Once you waste the
microtransactions. If you give me 50 quid, I'll then
You get there really quickly.
So
You get on the dragon, you don't walk.
You fly all the way there. You can see it in the distance. You land. There's plenty of space there, almost in front of it. And this immediate area is empty. There is no guards on the ramparts. There's no people. There are buckets of water just abandoned. There's no fires. There's nothing else going on. But what
is there
you
any
do
indication
see,
as to what happened?
Yeah, if I didn't know any better, this could be a
what you
trap.
do see is the Warrior's Gate. So we've kind of explained this before. It has doors and a portcullis. The Warrior's Gate, it stands open. The doors are open, but the portcullis remains closed. So the portcullis is down. On the other side of the portcullis, you see several figures wearing Dragon Army uniforms, and they're just pacing backwards and forwards, and they see you, but they're giving you eye-to-eye contact. They are pacing backwards and forwards. Remember, like Darth Maul at the end of the film, he is pacing, but he is keeping that eye contact. He is waiting. He is ready for that shield to come back down, so he can crack straight on. That's all they're waiting. They're waiting for this last piece. Now, as you get close, you start to see that portcullis start to rise. You hear the chains going.
Right, he's pulling that up.
We have traitors.
And I will change the map.
Can we see somebody operating the portcullis?
Yeah,
So
you don't know, it could
as
be
you'll
a
get
magic
closer,
thing.
you start to see on the map, you see several Calaman soldiers start to appear. Let me see if I can bring this up. Here we go.
Ooh.
You start to see several Calaman soldiers on the ramparts up above, and then two out front. Then these are Calaman soldiers, so they haven't done it yet. They're all looking over. Then they start looking at one another. What do you wish to do?
So
I
they
wanna-
I was
moving
going
the
to say,
gate up.
shout out, why is the portcullis opening? And
Yeah.
run to.
So would I know, Dave, where the portcullis gearings are? Are they in one of those two buildings?
So yeah, if you these are the doors which are currently open, and you imagine that there is a portcullis in between, because we don't have that.
Mhm.
But I would say here is a door.
Okay, so
at ground level,
now on the left,
yeah,
has a hatch in the top.
yeah. So it has a hatch in the top, but also on the ground level there is a door here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it would be easier for the dragon to fly by, and I jump onto the top of the tower, and then go through the hatch into the gearing room to see who's raising the portcullis.
If I drop you guys off on the inside of the wall, I can just lay waste to these on the other side. Just don't get in the way of the this is going to be a lot of fire.
Yeah, if you drop us by soldier
H.
G and H.
Yeah.
And if York wants to do what he said, that's fine. He can jump off like around soldier C or E or whatever.
So, like, he flies in like a Black Hawk fucking helicopter, but he and he banks the dragon from east to west. Like he brings it up so that, like they can see it coming. He banks over the wall in here, and as it like goes past these guys, he tips the wing so you guys can slide down it movie style, so that you're on that side of the game.
Like Fred
I did that. I
Flintstone
surfed
off the
down
di-
it like Legolas on the goddamn
Yeah.
shield.
I just don't know
Nice,
how far it
nice.
can fly because it's pretty far. Yeah, I've got enough speed to do this. And basically, he's going to attempt to bring the dragon back around to this side and fucking cone these lot in a 30-foot cone of fire.
Nice.
Oh, is that with a flake?
I'm just going to grab.
Also, I forgot to show you, but there is in the set you also get this massive poster
Oh,
that's
wow.
nice.
as well.
Oh god, that needs to be framed.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to
Okay.
do. Well, I got the idea from you, Ian. What I might do is next time I see everybody is get them to sign it.
Oh, everyone sign
Yay!
it. Nice silver
Okay.
pen.
Yeah, that would be good.
Because I'm going to get the book and post it to you all, so you all sign it for me.
Oh.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so he's going to get as low to the ground as possible so it doesn't get any of the Calaman soldiers, and just Dracarys.
Okay. You can do that on your go. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Whoop, whoop.
This is going to be a little bit messy. Let me change the music as well.
Rolling.
Right. So we've got A, B, C.
Okay, are we all up on the top of this right tower?
You can position yourselves wherever you want to be dropped off. You can position yourselves.
I got you, Bay. I've got a fucking dragon.
So at the moment we've got Jorg and Grom on the top right-hand gatehouse. Fizz is on top of the dragon. He's gone over.
Okay.
Hawk has stepped up to the Calamans, giving them some backup. Where is
Chilling, what you doing?
Shilin is. Oh, I don't think she wants to split up. So she's going to follow yous.
You up
Okay,
top?
so you're
Real
going
free.
on the top, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I have an initiative, please, Steve?
There you go.
Yay! Thanks,
I'm gonna
babe.
Put mine on there as well. On these
Sexy
soldiers.
York.
I put Soldier A on for you, Dave.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Soldier aids.
So, who we got first?
Cone of fire.
Okay, so first up is Shilling.
Okay, so have we established that soldiers E to F are traitors? Or
Yeah.
do we need to find that out? Because as an action, Shilling's just going to approach and be like,
The dragon
Well, can
guys
you-
are.
Sorry, I was just going to say, can Chilling see if any of the soldiers in front of her are actively raising the portcullis?
No, because the
Oh.
control room is inside.
is inside, isn't it?
Oh, it's down below. This is on top.
Yes.
Right, yeah. Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
Shilling's going to be quite intimidating, go up to Soldier E and be like, you need to tell me why that portcullis is rising. Or do you have anything to do with that portcullis being raised?
He turns around. He's like, "What? No, look, the dragon army's here. What, are we surrendering? The gates are open."
No, can I insight check him to see if he's like actually meaning to surrender or he's like plotting?
You can
Yeah, I
try.
suppose, yeah, because if he's surrendering, that's bad either way. Okay. So that is that's an 8. I have no idea what he means.
You have no idea.
Oh, damn. I'm worried about just attacking him, but at the same time, I'm just like, okay, I've got to hold my action then, or hold my next action. Yeah, because I don't know if they're.
Well, what is your next
On our
action
side
to
or
hold?
not.
You don't.
I'm
You
going to
don't
attack
pick
him
and
if
choose.
he's just. Yeah.
Your
I've
next
already asked,
action will
no.
be to. Will be to attack him.
Yeah.
How are you
okay.
going to attack him?
Just stabbing, my usual, with my short sword.
With a short sword. Okay, so you're going to pull your sword.
Yeah, ready.
Okay. But are you going to threaten him?
I mean, I try to be menacing with the intimidation to be like, what's going on? So, but I didn't roll too high on that, so I don't know if he's basically shirked off my request of like answering why.
Next up, Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk's going to go up to guards. Oh crap, they're off my screen. Soldier G and H, and say to them, "Quick, men, to the portcullis! Try and hold it down. We can't let it open." And then run up to the portcullis with them, hopefully. And we all jump on it and try and stop it from opening.
Yep. They step forward a little bit. They're watching you. They're scared. They seem scared.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll give them a rousing.
You'll grab it on.
About,
start pulling it down.
Yeah, I sort of rip my shirt off and go in front of them and start like pulling it down on my own and say, "Come on, man."
You telling us you're taking your armor off?
No, I'm just joking. That was
it rips down the seams.
Yeah, it's just as I'm doing that, my biceps just increase, and it's like.
it's the Captain America holding a helicopter.
Yeah.
He's pulling the pork. All the gears start to bend.
Yeah, that's the one.
Bend and break. Okay, cool.
And
so,
I'll hopefully inspire them to be heroic and help me out.
Let's bring that in. As you're there, Hawk, you turn to the right and you can kind of see partly into the door, into the chamber where the chains are or the mechanism are. And out steps Bakaris.
What?
Don't you fucking dare.
What?
Not again.
Bakaris?
He hangs his head for a moment, and he goes, "I didn't want you to come, but knowing the heroes that you've become, I'm not surprised. I'm sorry, but you will not stop these men or us from joining the Queen."
Ooh. I don't know any of that.
Fuck. You're on a dragon.
I'm on a dragon. Fuck you. You fucking.
So,
just play a game.
People on the roof.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, you come back after so long, and you just fucking had to do that to us.
Double agent the whole time, by the looks of it.
Oh, it's what my character would do. Fuck you, Randy.
obviously, Flynn is both shocked and not surprised at the same time.
Yeah.
Flynn shouts out, "Why didn't you think?" Like, Shilling's in the third degree. She was like, "I was instantly suspicious."
As I'm there on the portcullis trying to pull it down, I kind of glance over Bakaris' shoulder because I want to see if I could see anyone inside the room still trying to hire it, or was it Bakaris the whole time?
You can't see the portcullis is kind of automatic now. The mechanism has been engaged.
Oh, it's on a counterweight.
Yeah. So, but you don't necessarily see anyone else in that room. So, Bakaris, it's your go.
I mean, I have to get this open.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Nope.
Wait, back.
And
It's never too
She's
late.
like, "Don't do it.
Remember,
Don't do it, Bakaris."
This is not Bakaris doing it. This is Randy doing it.
this is not Randy doing it.
Yeah.
But Bakaris, he looks at Flynn, who is holding it down. The mechanism is already moving, so the counterweight, if I can get you off of it, it might actually help it move faster. He pulls out a flask with one use.
No!
And he looks at you where you're standing, and he goes, "I'm sorry." Right at you.
Yes.
God, that's one hell of a blowjob. Goodbye.
Do you know what the damage is for that, or Steve? Can you quickly look it up?
Yeah,
I don't have it. 6. You do get a save. I think you get a saving throw on it, but it's 4d6.
It's
so
dexterity.
But also it is dexterity. Yeah. You're also like holding something, so I imagine you'd have to get off, and that's really what my goal is.
Yeah.
What's
I wouldn't be able to
the
warding
dexterity
flare you
saving
from there
throw?
either.
I can't do shit either.
Yeah, up
What's
on the roof.
saving throw, DC?
I don't have it.
Steve,
Sorry.
have you got the?
I'll look it up. I think the point Randy's making is like if you make your dexterity saving throw, you're letting go of the gate, which is the
Yeah, it's
objective.
still gonna open.
Or you're taking the whole lot.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the whole damage
All right.
and hold on to the gate to try.
Then
and
I'm
stop
actively
it.
surging.
You're gonna be stuck glued to the gate.
Do,
You're never coming off that gate.
It's become an action. It's literally an attack action. You can fucking.
It's also you can do this 3 times. You
Yeah.
can breathe fire 3 times.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Wait, can't you do it 4 times? If you've got double attack as a fighter, then action says you can do it another 2 times on top of that.
Lynn,
Yes.
you've got to be cremated.
I don't know if that counts as it because it's not an
Yeah, I
actual
don't know how
melee
it
weapon
works. It's
attack
not-
or anything.
So
Barbecued on a gate.
Fizbin's
He
changed.
said it had
preference.
1 charge of 3, right? So if it's only 1 charge, it should probably only
Oh.
be those 3, is what I would imagine.
Yeah, it was only 1 charge left in it. Yeah.
Now, Shilling's on the edge, but does Grom and Jorg know this is going on?
No, you haven't looked over.
Okay, so we
Is
can't
Shilling
hear
aware
this.
though? Because Shilling might be going absolutely mental.
You will if there's fire that comes out of the side
Yeah.
of the portcullis.
I'm already a
That's
bit suspicious of them helping, or something.
I would
I've
have
got my ear out, haven't I?
Lauren, you
So Hawk,
probably.
you're taking the full damage, yeah?
Well, I'm thinking now because I mean, if I end up dying because of this, it's going to ruin everything for the rest of the fight. So I'm trying to think what would Flynn do. I think Flynn would try and save his own bacon rather than try and keep the portcullis down. To be honest,
He is a bit of a pirate.
Oh my god! I
that's
can't
fair.
believe you gave him
I tell
that.
you what, can I, as the saving throw saving is dexterity, can I actually avoid it by climbing up really quickly the portcullis?
No, he is
Not avoid
right
it
next to you.
completely.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't mean avoid it completely, but
Like
can
singed
I
feet.
say that I, instead of just standing there to take it, I actually pull myself up and leap onto the portcullis?
You can. That's not going to stop the portcullis from rising. Just
You
put
already
your
know,
body
but-
weight on it. You're kind
They
of
might
fighting
get
this thing to
crushed
hold it down.
on the way up.
Yeah, no, but what I'm thinking is, it will give me the chance to have a save for this. But also, what I could do is I could scramble up to the top and I could put my feet in it and actually hold the roof because they always have a bit above them. Because the portcullises come down in a gap. Yeah,
Yeah.
there'd
Sandwich
also be
between
things
two
like
bits of
murder
wall.
holes and stuff. You know,
You're gonna get your own
Like-
leg.
Your ankles are gonna get broke, bro.
Yeah.
And his spine, maybe his
you
spine.
don't know how strong I am.
I love that you're in a channel of like
Yeah, so
literally
So
where
I-
a breath weapon is perfect. You are not getting away from this. You literally handed him a fucking potion of like breath weapon.
yeah, but the thing is, if I do that, at least I can make a dexterity saving throw to avoid all damage because technically I would be going out of the entire thing, and my legs might be in it, but my upper body won't be because it's a cone, isn't it? I think
The DC
And
is
it-
13.
30.
13.
13.
1-3.
30. Okay, I can't make that even with a critical success.
It's like 3-0.
13.
1-3.
1-3.
1-3.
Oh, 13. I thought you said 30.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I said
No, that's
13,
right, that's
one
right. That can't be
3.
right.
Not Pathfinder, buddy. We're all right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I can make that with a roll of 4.
All right.
Right.
Is it ever time for nat one?
My goal
Yeah,
is
go for that one.
I'm
So-
going to
so what
Spider-Man up the shit.
So as you do that and the portcullis starts rising,
Yes.
you realize that the breath isn't trying to kill you. Like I'm not trying to kill you. I just want this portcullis up. That's
So,
the
so
real...
what are you doing? A
Singed.
warning shot?
No, it's not a warning.
Nah.
It is just as deadly as it could be. But I want you to realize this is exactly what I want, which is just this thing to rise.
I don't feel like I've got no winning situation in this, so I might as well just backflip out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just
You wanna-
backflip
you wanna-
out of it.
You want to backflip? Go for it.
Yeah.
Do me
Uh,
athletics.
Hold on. Let me
So
just
you're
check,
still gonna do your
yeah.
DC 13, and
Yeah,
then you
I'll
can
I'll
backflip.
backflip 2 in front of Soldier G, basically. I rolled a 17 on the dice plus 9.
Okay. So you pass the dexterity saving throw. So you're going to take half damage. So it's 4d6. Randy, if you can roll that for me.
Yep.
I love
Oh,
this.
Randy, I hope you've got those
46
cursed
fire
things.
damage.
4d6. 1, 2, 3.
This is everything I wanted in this campaign. The fucking betrayal twice over. The fact that like 4 of us are basically out of action for this moment. This is peak fucking TTRPGing. In fact, like we were like, yeah, just fucking swoop in on a dragon, mate. Drop them all off here. Bang! Dagger to the kidneys from Baccharis.
22 damage before the half.
22 damage.
11.
So 11.
Fizz.
You take 11. Yeah.
Oh, Fizz, I love you.
Go on, and then you can move your token. You can backflip. So you backflip out of it as these flames wrap around your body, singeing your hair. Start to lose concentration, but you manage to get out of it. The portcullis, without Flynn's weight, and you don't know it, but it has been damaged inside the gatehouse. Just immediately rolls up into the top. This is now an open gateway, and those the Dragon Army soldiers see it. And they start running towards it. But, Fizz, it's your go.
Yeah, I have lined up and I've let loose. This is my turn to basically say that this is where he's coming around and is fucking trying to cook those guys. I need a dexterity save from everybody in that cone, please. He's only going for the Dragon Army soldiers because he knows nothing of the betrayal. He knows nothing of Baccharis. And I love the idea that like this is all happening, like this breath weapon, as Baccharis is doing his. We can't even see the flame glow from Baccharis. Like,
And I didn't have the chance to shout out like, "Khan!"
So, right. So, Fizz, you do that. That's fine. They failed to save him through, but they see the dragon coming in. They look at the portcullis. The portcullis starts to rise as Baccharis says his flame breath, and they start, vroom, they start in that movement of running. So they are running as fast as they can, but they failed.
Okay.
So what's the damage?
Damage-wise, and there's a lot that we need to do here. So
Go for it.
technically, it would be me first, then the dragon. But I did say I was trying to line up the dragon, so I will forego my casting of spells or anything.
That's okay.
So the first thing is the breath weapon. I need to roll. It's only 2d6. So
Times.
no, I don't want that one. Where are you? Okay, let's grab my bag of dice. 2d6.
Even
2d6.
Fizz hasn't got enough dice for this damage.
Okay, so it's only 7 fire damage on the breath weapon. However, this thing is fucking bad for them. So, as per the draconic spirit that I get to summon, according to the spell, not only do I get the breath weapon, I get 3 rend attacks.
Ooh, go for it.
So, as the breath weapon, scatters them, it would technically allow me to move in, and I'm just these first 3 here. I'm just going to fucking straight up claws and teeth are fucking going. So this gets a plus a million to this. This is ridiculous. This has got my spell attack modifier to it, which is plus 11. Cocked. 17 on the first one.
Yep.
29 on the second. Does that hit?
Yep.
And then 25 on the last one.
Yeah. It was a 17 did not hit.
17 did
missing.
not hit. Okay. So 2 of those hit, and that is going to be 1d6 plus 4 plus the spell's levels. That is going to be first one is 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage on the first one. The second one is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of slashing damage on the second one. And obviously the other one missed. And again, once more, just this primal draconian comes from the dragon. We'll leave it there. I'm not going to take his wizard's go because I spent all that time trying to line that up.
No, that is cool. Right, they all start to with the breath weapon, and as the flames, the flames not taken on their stuff, and as they see this, slightly bigger dragon, some of them change their plans. They're basically C, D, and E will stay and fight.
Good.
A, B, and F will continue to run in. I just have to remember that. Yorg, you're up.
Sorry, I was on mute. Right, so I'm going to rip the trapdoor open.
Yep.
Would you like me to make an athletics check?
Just roll. Yeah, roll the dice. Just
for fun.
Exactly. You're here now. You might as well play.
17.
Yep.
I jump in.
Yep.
The
room is empty.
Okay, so
and you see that it's damaged.
Yeah. Right. So damaged as in I can't lower it again.
No, it is broken.
But there is a chain, and that chain is connected to a counterweight.
Yep.
Correct.
In WhatsApp, I've just sent you a snip of my inventory.
I haven't got WhatsApp open.
Okay. Right. I have 2 vials of acid.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I smashed those vials of acid on the chain.
Okay.
Okay, that will be my action. And then next round, if it is weakened enough, my intent long term is I'm just going to try and damage this chain enough so that it breaks from the counterweight and the portcullis smashes down.
Fantastic.
Do you want me to roll acid damage if you're going to assign some hit points?
Make a note. There is hit points on it. It is a portcullis, so it does have hit points. If you want to roll it.
Yes, 2d6. So I've got 2 vials, so I roll 4d6. 6, 9, 10, 16 points of damage to the chain.
Okay. Are you done?
I'm done.
Right. Soldiers. So let's try and bring this up on here as well. Right. The soldiers. They all start to rush in, and they're going to get to about, well, he can get there. And then you see the soldiers here. They're going to move across. Can you get all the way around?
Come get me.
Let's just line them up. There we go. Oop, zoom in. And you see that the Canaman soldiers on this side, Shilling, you're the first one to see this because you're right there.
Yeah.
You drew first, so Soldier E is going to draw his sword and he faces on to you.
You were holding your action.
Yeah.
I was readying it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah. So I got the impression they were lying. So I was kind of like, well, I wasn't too sure. So I put my hand on my sword just in case.
Yeah. And all of the soldiers on the left-hand side, they all start to load up their heavy crossbows. And they all are taking aim at all of you guys. So I'm going to do C, D, and E first against the dragon. I'll try and roll this as a group lot, because otherwise we'll be here forever. And they've all got lances, by the way.
Ooh.
I rolled a 19.
Silvery Bob.
Plus 5. Zoom.
Fizz sees it coming and it's just like, no. Clicks his fingers. I need you to roll again.
Okay, they do get 2 attacks, so this will be their second attack. And they miss. That is 9 in total.
Oh, wow.
So that you throw them off enough that they don't know what the hell's going on.
I then throw that Silvery Barb's advantage into my own dragon.
Oh,
nice. Soldier F is going to attack Hawk. That is 24.
What?
So they're basically
that
running
is.
down. You see this vicious lance, and they just try and ram it into you. That was a 24 to hit.
Reaction, parry.
Yep. What does that do?
It means that I can reduce the incoming damage by 1 superiority dice plus 5.
Okay. How much is that?
Well, you got to tell me the damage first.
Oh yeah, that was the hit. Sorry. You
did hit me. I did say.
It's 10 points of damage. 8
Right.
piercing damage and 2 fire damage, because you see
Right.
that all of their weapons are. Remember, they've got a flame element to
Yeah.
them.
Right, I got superiority dice is now D10 because I'm 10th level, plus 5.
Yep.
And I rolled a 9, so that's 14 I reduce it by.
Cool. So you take the rest.
Yeah, what was it? 2
10.
or 1?
It's
10?
It's 10 damage in total.
You take no damage at all.
Oh, I take no damage. Yeah. Yeah, so I just go.
And then the soldiers to your left have a different one because they've got heavy crossbows. Oh, that's a nat 1. They're not going to do too good.
Oh, which one was that?
That was Soldier B. He's looking down and he's trying to shoot you. A is aiming at Shilling.
Does he accidentally hit F because he missed me with a critical failure?
No.
Oh,
15
come
on
on.
Yeah,
15
15 hits. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does.
That is 5 points of damage.
Which soldier is aiming that at me?
Soldier A
Soldier
on
B.
the left. A on the
Oh,
left.
just trying to think if I have uncanny dodge, it's halved if I anticipate an attack.
You can't even see him. You're looking at the guy in
No,
front of
yeah,
you.
he's too far away, so I wasn't sure I could see A. Who's A? Oh, yeah, he's too far away.
Yeah. Soldier C is aiming at Grom. That's a 10. That's not going to hit.
Nope.
And G and H are going to make attacks on Hawk. They have great swords, and they
Bitches.
both miss.
Oh, nice one.
You managed to deflect their incoming blows.
Hawk's gotta get
So
out of there.
the soldier in front of Shilling is a soldier E.
Yep.
He's missed. You managed to block because you already had your sword ready. We will come
Yeah.
back to your whole
Already
action
knew.
in a sec.
Knew it was bullshit.
Your soldier D. That is a 18. York 18.
Did he come down into the tower then?
Oh yeah, you're in the tower. Damn it. He jumps down into the tower.
Right. And 18 misses.
Right, there you go. Attacks you from behind.
into the tower.
You're busy
so-
doing the acid. He jumps
I don't
down
have my
and
shield on, so my AC is 19 at the
Right,
moment.
that's fine.
Good.
Soldier F is attacking Grom. That's a miss. Shilling, you can do your held action.
Love it.
Cool, short sword in the neck, hopefully.
Nice.
Oh, that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
That must hit.
Hold on. He is a knight. And 18 does hit.
Oh, cool. Then that is 7 points of damage. And I've got and 5d6 of sneak attacks. I've got an ally within 5 feet of me.
Well done.
No,
And that's
you
an
don't.
additional 17.
You don't have an ally 5 feet in
Oh no,
I'm in the
York is
tower.
downstairs.
I'm in the bottom of
Oh!
the tower.
See, confuses
I'll
everyone.
take myself off the map.
York! No,
That's a
York!
little bit confusing.
He's gone with you, but he's behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn
There you
it.
go.
That would have been an extra 17. That would have been lovely. Oh, well, never mind.
Right, so how much damage did you do to E?
It was 7, I think, in the end, yeah.
Boom. Okay. Grom. Here we go. You're back in the game, buddy. How you doing? You okay?
Well, doing good. Okay, so Grom sees a lot. So I don't need to see everybody here, but he knows that there's quite a few enemies. I'll kind of brace myself against that sort of back wall. A soldier F is like right
Yep.
on me, and I'll think there's a lot, but not too many for Kiri. And I'll grab my emblem and I'll hold it up, and you'll just hear Grom scream, "Radiance!" And I will do Channel Divinity, Radiance of Dawn.
Yeah.
Everybody. Now, here's the thing. It says, as long as they're not in full cover. As long as they're not in...
No one's in full cover. The only people in full cover is York and Soldier D.
Okay, so literally
Everyone.
there, not friendlies, but everyone else will take 2d10 plus 10, but I need con saves from everybody.
All right, I'll do it as a group con save. I'll do the Dragon Army first.
Me too.
Yep.
Everyone.
Yep.
Including
I got that 20 though.
every enemy except for friendlies.
Not
Every
20.
enemy.
Well, you
Oh,
don't
glad you
know
said that.
Bakaris is there. So would it hit Bakaris?
It just says they have. I don't have to see them. It just
Right.
says within 30 feet. and they can't have full cover.
God's
But
justice.
you don't register Bakaris as an enemy.
He doesn't know Bakaris is there.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
So I would say all the soldiers,
Yeah.
because you've gone, hold on, the Canaman soldiers just turned on us.
Yeah, because I didn't
You
hear
saw them as you
anything
flew in.
happen
Right.
with him
Yeah.
and him and Flynn. Okay, so that's fair.
Also, I'm sad because then I didn't need my nat 20, but I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, well, you got it.
We can pretend. We can
That's
pretend.
Okay.
you get for
So-
betraying her.
Dragon Army soldiers failed. I think they got a 13, which I think is a fail.
That's a fail.
Okay, and now I do the Knights Constitution. They do get a bonus. They've got a 14, which I don't think is going to be enough.
Fail.
Okay, so all the soldiers have failed.
Yeah. Every single soldier takes 20 points of damage
Oh,
Nice.
Ooh.
as the radiant energy just sizzles off of their armor and they scream in pain.
Yeah.
Nice.
I need a calculator. Boom, boom. Okay, soldier. Why is it not? There we go. Soldier fighting the dragon. Joom. Joom. Instantly fall down dead.
yeah.
They have all taken a hell of a lot of damage. This could be over quicker than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Nice.
That will, you know,
Early night.
I'll basically just like praise Curie, and I'll let the emblem down, and I'll just like shield up and fight at soldier F. That's it. That's my turn.
You just see the clouds parting like it comes down onto all of them.
Like a
Okay.
satellite, like laser beam.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
Death Star just went over and shot them, basically.
Yeah.
Top of the round, Shilling.
I am going to. No, sorry, I'm just going to stab him again with my. I get 2 weapon fighting actually, so I use my short sword twice. So first attack on Soldier E, just frantically trying to stab him in the face because I'm angry. 24 to hit,
That hits. Yep.
and 10 points of damage. Then I'm going to
Yep.
on the right hand now, my other short sword. So that would be. This one might miss 12.
12 is
12
a
to
miss.
hit.
Yes. 12 is a miss.
Damn it. So I was too frantic. So yeah, I think that's all for me
Okay.
this time.
Remember, your sword
Got
fighting,
nothing
so
left.
it's not a miss. It's a.
Yeah.
He manages to block. This is a standoff between the two of you. Anything
Close
else
up.
you want to do?
No, I've used all my bonus action, so I can't disengage. I think that's about it. I'm just there, just in the midst of it.
Okay. Hawk, you are surrounded by enemies. The enemies in front of you and behind you.
Just
What
where
do
I
you
want to
do?
be. Right. You see Hawk turn to Bakaris and says, "You've got one chance to back out of this, Bakaris." And he just lunges at Bakaris's legs with his rapier and does maneuver trip attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll to attack. And I got a natural 20.
All right.
So that is 30 to hit.
oh my
And
god.
what
Oh,
happens is I roll a d10 on top of my normal damage, which is so he takes 16 22 damage.
Can I react with a parry?
Yeah.
You can to reduce the damage, but you can't affect the effect that's going to happen. You've got to roll a saving.
Oh,
Good to know. All right.
Nat 20 is always a nat 20.
Yeah. 9 minus roll on your superiority die minus 1. 8 is what I got on the reduction in damage. And then
Yeah, right. So I did, what was it, 22, did I say? 22, but it was nat 20. So is it just the dice are doubled or the bonus is doubled as well? I can never remember.
We've currently been playing double the dice. We'll change
Right,
it
so
to the next game.
it's 32 plus 6. 38 minus, what did you roll, 8?
8. Yeah.
Yeah, so you take 30 damage, and I need you to make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Ooh!
17.
Okay, let's go. 1 second, let me take this damage.
Okay, let's go.
All right, and then what? Say?
DC 17 dexterity.
Dexterity is my worst. Cool. Yeah, no, I fail that. I fail it hard.
Right. You trip. I trip you over, and you're now laying on the floor,
God damn
Prime,
it.
nice.
Okay.
Oh.
prone. Right, and then
NPC, get out of here.
and as I'm doing that maneuver, I actually repeat, "This is your last warning. Back out now." And then I'm gonna hit the Soldier F with my second attack,
Okay.
and that is a 12 plus 10, I believe. Yeah, 22 to hit.
That hits. Yep.
And he takes 6 plus 6, 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I come down with my boarding axe in my other hand on him as well.
Okay.
That's 15 plus 9 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Mm-hmm.
And that, 6 plus 5, that's 11 damage on Soldier F as well.
Okay. He's badly wounded, but he is still standing.
Yep. And then that is the end of my turn.
Okay, Bakaris.
All right. I stand. How much of my movement does that take?
Half.
Okay.
Half your move.
Yeah. And the rest of my movement is what? 30. So 15 feet. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. He stands.
You're running away. Good stuff.
No. Yeah. Okay. So he does stand, and what you assume is runs away. He moves towards Fizzwiz on the back of this dragon, and he's going to. Can you feign that he's been attacked under this portcullis? Climb up and stab the fuck out of Fizzwiz, who doesn't know he's an enemy yet.
Yeah. So what are you trying to achieve? So you're
I'm trying to surprise attack you.
Oh, okay, cool. So bear in mind, I'm on top of a fucking dragon.
Yeah, I will spend whatever second action I need. What?
Hold on. He ran away without disengaging.
You
So I
said
get an
to
attack
run away,
of opportunity.
so you would have just killed me. You told me to run. You told me to back out of this.
Yeah, true. That's true. No,
yeah.
Good point.
That is the logic I'm going with.
RP logic.
So
My logic is take out.
Very sneaky.
Okay.
He took you up on your offer.
Yeah, I'm taking you up on your offer. He backs away, hands up, pretends to go, runs that corner, and climbs this dragon, breathing heavy. I can't believe it! And then right as he does, he brings up his sword, comes down on your neck.
make the attack roll, buddy.
Yeah. Fuck.
Do it. It's fine.
Yeah. I
love it.
I'm sorry. Randy is sorry. Bakaris is not sorry.
No, you're not.
I am
You knew
sorry,
what you
bro.
signed up for, Randy. You knew
I
from
know
day
what I
one.
signed up for.
Yeah.
I knew since day one that it was going to end like this, y'all.
Oh.
You're just rubbing it in now.
But yeah, so I am going to. Yeah, which one of these am I gonna do? I'm going to precision strike.
Lovely.
So, yeah. Not just that. 18 plus 7. Is that 7? Yeah. 18 plus 7 is 20.
25.
25.
Hit, and that would be a crit if we were playing Pathfinder.
Right. And And then because that's with this precision strike, if the attack hits, you roll a d8 and add that number as a bonus to the attack's damage. Okay. So attack 1 is going to be what is that? 1d8, so another d8 plus 5.
Oh, lovely.
Yep. So that's 6 plus 5. That's 11 damage on the first attack and the second attack.
Yeah.
The
first one's the sword coming in. Yeah. So
Yeah.
as he like reaches out to like go like help you up, and you're like you just strike. He's like,
It's so fucking horrible. I'm a horrible person.
Do it.
And yeah,
"Kill me now."
yeah.
Do it.
No, I won't be able to kill you, but the shock value is 16 plus 7, so that's a 24. 16 plus 7. No. Yeah. No.
23.
23, yeah. One less.
Hitting would be a crit. AC 11.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Hey.
But this is just a regular D8
Do it.
plus 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage on that second one.
Little Fizz.
Okay, so the first one, like, you strike in, and it almost like as the dragon sort of like moving to try and help you up and stuff, it's like the side of the sword hits him and like clangs his head, so it gets rid of like most of the temporary hit points. And then this time round, you genuinely strike him and draw blood. And it's at this point that Fizz is like, he thinks first that you're like maybe under some kind of control or something. Then he sees that it's Becaris, and like you are like fully in control, and he's just like, oh.
Yeah.
With the damage you take, Fizz, does anything affect the dragon?
Now, normally, concentration would be a problem. But let me read you a little thing I've got here. Being a conjuration wizard, and this being a conjuration spell. This is, and I love this, and I double checked it. While you are concentrating on a conjuration spell, your concentration can't be broken as a result of taking damage. Level 10,
well
baby.
Done. Well
That's
done.
where it's at.
That is nice.
Well done.
Iron Mind.
Yes. So, Becaris, is that your final go?
That is. I think because I already action surged to get up here. So yeah.
Okay. So, Fizz, you're next. You get to respond.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh. And like weeks ago, this would have been like the end of the world for Fizz to be like betrayed like this. But now he's just like, the fact that like this has happened all over the place. And yeah, he's like spoke about all the friends that we made along the way. But it falls into place. And he just goes, I mean, you do have to do what you've got to do. But we can't let you win here. And I'm sorry. And he says something in Draconic. And me and the dragon move 5 foot back, which hopefully tips you from the coming up it. He pulls out the crossbow, and he will just go to shoot you in the thigh. Let's roll this dice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not great. Well, maybe this is a nice distraction, actually. Let's see. So that's 9 plus 6 for a 15.
No, does not.
Okay, cool. So maybe that like he pulls it out and like fires that, and you like parry the bolt, and that's what gets you off the dragon.
Okay.
Because what happens next is
Really
So he's
bad.
off the dragon now. He
I
fell
am off the dragon.
on the ground. Okay.
yeah, and we are just going straight to Jurassic Park here. The first Ren,
Oh.
I am going to attempt to just bite onto the top half of your body with the first Rend.
But he's not sitting on a toilet, Fizz.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to be, because that was
Yeah.
a 30 to hit.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
19 plus 11. So let's roll up the first Rend.
Roll your handful of dice for damage.
It's actually not all that much for a Draconic Spirit, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay, so.
But it's enough.
Yeah.
And I
I
also
think
got
that
it
was
wrong.
quite a bit.
I get 2 Rends and a breath weapon, not 3 Rends. So the first one is going to be 3 plus 4 is 7, plus another 5 is 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
The second attack is a natural fucking 20.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I don't think I've rolled one of those in a long time.
What a roll. What a time
No,
for
this
a
is
roll
the
like
time
that.
to do it. This is the time to do it.
Okay, so that is max damage. So that's 1d6 plus 4, that's 10, plus another 5, that's 15. Double the dice, that's 30 points of slashing damage.
Whew. Okay. Still up.
And then
Very bloodied.
so like the head comes down and like just grabs onto you, shakes you about a bit, and that's how like the two attacks are flavored. And as it like drops you and you're like bloodied and like maybe like stumbling from these teeth having impaled you, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no, not another dex saving throw.
Yeah, the dex is the worst for me, but I got another nat 20.
Don't worry.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
No, you
The
didn't.
tables have turned again.
Because as you like go to get out of the way, I'm just like, no, again.
Okay.
You watch as like silver, like
I got a
chains,
silvery bulb.
like
Nice.
launch out of his hands, and they just like hold you in place for a second, like ethereal ghost chains. That's silvery barbs, buddy. Can you roll that again, please?
Yeah.
Gotta love silvery barbs.
Just reading one thing. Is that a saving throw? That's a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
So he rolls, or he's about to do it. You put the chains on him, and you see him flex really hard. I'm gonna use Indomitable
Yeah.
and get another re-roll because I messed up on my re-roll. So, and that's an 18, bud.
Okay. I like that. You still
It's
are
a
going to
reroll
take half damage
standoff.
from this.
Yeah.
I shit you.
Let's
fucking
go!
not.
Oh, I'm so pumped. This is epic.
I'm going to put that in double sixes.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's still only 6 fire damage.
You know, so what happens? He's, been chained. He breaks out of that chain. He takes this fire damage. And what he goes is you watch him as this fire begins to like take over his body. He starts burning. He pulls out a letter as tears are streaming down his face. He goes, "I'm sorry." And he looks at the letter. And as he's burning to death, he just goes, "But he was alive." Dies.
Fizz has a little tear, but it's just like
Yeah.
the dragon is just as it's just sundering Bakaris. Would soldiery be inside that cone of 30 foot by any chance as well?
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Go on, roll your damage. It'd probably be nothing left of him.
So I mean, yeah. And he just screams to the rest of him. He's like, "Bakaris turned! All of the Calumet soldiers have turned!" Because he has no clue that the rest of them have fucking seen that yet.
Yeah.
Rom's like, Bakaris, that son of a bitch.
It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's maybe the first time for Grom. He's like, what the hell?
She's like mid-fight with
Okay,
like
so
soldiery
Karis,
still.
you are
I'm
charred
gone.
and burned.
Yeah.
But miraculously, your arm survives.
Right,
The
and
note is
crunched
curled
in my
up.
hand is
Yeah.
something.
So, whose go was that? Was that Fizz?
Yeah, I get
Right.
basically 2
York.
fucking turns.
What are you gonna do?
That's sick.
I'm
You're
taking this,
inside the room.
yeah, I'm taking this chain down.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll a hit?
Go for it.
Yeah. Right. I'm Mega Yorgin for the extra
Yeah.
damage.
There's just one guy. You go massive and just fucking curb stomp him.
Yeah.
It's like Mario with turtles, just fucking going around stomping them.
Right. This is where it all gets complicated. Now,
Oh.
Like it wasn't already.
I was about to say, I think we've all done some weird stuff today.
Right,
Wonderful.
that's 21 points of damage to the chain. I'm also going to dump a smite into it as well, just for funsies.
Just for fun.
Oh,
Smite that bitch.
Yeah.
nothing but burning our
fun.
resources in a grunt fight.
36 points of damage.
Soldier D. Yep, he's wiped out. He's done.
No.
Yeah,
no.
the worst
Chain.
is
Oh,
still
the
to come.
chain.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah.
Soldier D can do one. I
So,
don't care.
What happens is you get so with the dragon finding its breath and Fizz shouting out that Vicaris is dead, you get Dragon Soldier A and B start to run back out through the gates. Just as you smash this thing and a podcast,
Oh no!
and they are splintered, they are crashed into the floor, through the back, impaled, so they are both out of it as well.
Yay.
Boom.
Can
Oh,
I
it
get a
was squashed by the portcullis.
But that portcullis is now down.
Oh,
Okay.
And is not
oh
moving.
dear.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm climbing back up the ladder to the top,
Yep. Completely
And I'm
ignoring
going-
Soldier D.
completely ignoring Soldier D. So
I'm going to say
please
you
make an
can't
attack
fit
of
through the hatch. You're too big, Mega York.
Your ass is too
Smash
big.
through it.
Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
He's stuck in there just. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
People stop saying "oh yeah" in this court.
I'd like to metagame a question. Can I metagame a
Go ahead.
question?
Medicating.
Are you counting Vicaris as dead? Or if I get there, can I lay on hands him and stop the death saving throws?
No, he is dead.
Yeah.
He is
I think that's
he
not
was
left.
bitten
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
almost
burned
in
by
half
a
by a
dragon,
dragon.
yo.
and flamed on. He is
You're
dead.
not going to allow me to bring him
Just
back.
always left his
No.
arm with the letter.
He's dead.
Okay.
I cast fireball on the letter. It didn't matter.
Ah.
Right.
Oh, we'll never
I will use
know.
my second attack. Now that I've busted
What's your
chain, I'll
shopping
use my
list?
second attack on Soldier D. That is 16
Soldier
to
D.
hit.
16 misses. He blocks it.
Okay. That's
Well.
my go over.
Grom.
Okay.
Over to you.
So I know the curse is there. All right, so Soldier F right in front of me. You'll see Grom do like this with the axe in his hand. He won't hit with the axe in his hand. He'll just like pulse it out like this, and it almost is like that scene from Doctor Strange where you get like the soul gets like knocked out, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like all you see is this, like, it's almost like slow mo. This pulse wave like hits the soldier and it's like just like vibrates and hit him with Toll of the Dead. Need a wisdom saving.
That's not gonna do. Ooh, hold on, this is a normal
He
knife.
shatters. He's medical loss.
He gets a 14.
Fail.
Yes.
So that would be 14 points of damage. Necrotic damage.
Ooh.
I was going to say.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
14 points of necrotic damage, and then it would be. I get Blessed Strike on that too.
Oh, okay.
Now they're
Might
8
finish him.
points of radiant damage.
He is
Blessed
he is
be
down.
thy strike.
Soldier F is gone.
Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is, he basically just hits and just like almost disintegrates, and then I will
Nice
run.
one.
I will run all 25 feet over to the edge of this and like look over. And
You look over and you see Vicaris is still smoking. from the
Okay.
flames.
Smoking.
and I'll just stare at him and look at Fizz. Fizz, all good?
Yeah, I got it, buddy. Don't worry.
Right.
Let's go.
End of turn.
End of the round. Okay, so you see, just for flavour, on the left-hand side, some of them start to panic and break away. Vicaris is down, and they start to run down the stairs, and off they go. They're breaking up and trying to run
Chicken
into the
shits.
crowds of the city, and they're
Yeah.
going to try and run away. These
Yellow
two kind
belly.
of get in.
Run.
And that's where we are.
Scruffy looking nerf herder.
Shilling, over to
Who you
you.
calling enough herder?
Okay.
Is your last attack make it count?
I actually want to just push him off the tower.
Yeah.
Can I do
Nice.
that? I'm just fed up with him. What do I roll for that? Is it like
Just a strength.
Yeah.
Strength check.
Fed up with him.
Yeah, just fed up with him.
As you take him over the side.
Sparta him
Yes.
off the edge. Go on, Shilling.
She's
Come
very
on, man.
little. It was only a 5. She like pathetically, and it's like she almost dislocates her shoulder as she tries to like
So
nudge him off.
you sacrifice your attack and you try and shoulder barge him.
Yeah, literally, she's just annoyed.
Go
yeah.
on.
He just bounces off the side with a 5. Sorry, he just comes back.
She just bounced off him as well. Oh.
Hawk, you're surrounded by 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Soldier F is going down. Hawk just raises his rapier in a sort of like Obi-Wan Kenobi style, you know, where he puts it above his head like that sort of thing. It says, "Prepare to die," and then he just lunges straight for Soldier F. Shoulder? Soldier F.
Yep.
And it's a 10 on the dice plus 10, which is 20 to hit.
Ooh,
That will hit. Armor class of 19.
Nice.
Oh,
2020.
Oh, and it's maximum damage, which
Oh, no,
isn't
it's not.
actually
He
that much.
is
Nice.
dead.
Oh, there you
Get
go.
out of here.
You get maximum damage.
And
He's dead.
then, as that one drops to the ground, he pulls out his rapier, swings round to Soldier H, and goes for the leg and goes for a trip attack again.
Go for it.
So I'm going to do an attack, which is 13 plus 10, which is 23. And you need to make a DC 17 saving throw while I roll damage.
This is a
Shit,
well,
that's
I got,
good.
I
That
got a
D8
natural
is good. It's
2,
rolled 8 so many times.
so he is going to fail.
Yeah, you roll 2, and he takes. That's good. 16. 22 damage,
See ya.
and drops to the
here we
floor.
Yep. He is still standing.
Yeah, well, he's not. He's on his back.
Yep. He's on his back.
And then also I swing round to Soldier G, and I've got 2 more, so that's fine. And I do another trip attack on him with superiority dice. Oh, and it's a 17 on the dice.
Yep.
And he takes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 15 damage, and make a DC 17 saving throw, please. Otherwise, you're on the floor.
I got a natural 4. He's on the floor.
Yay!
Yay.
So I'm standing.
He's on the floor.
I'm standing there with a dead soldier and 2 soldiers on the floor.
And plus 2 guys stuck under the portcullis impale. There's a lot of.
No,
death
they're not on the
around
map.
us.
I didn't even realise they were there.
Yep. Fizz.
yeah. I think he slides off of Vixorus, the gold dragon, and he'll reach down, and he's just like, "It didn't matter, but we will miss you in our own way." And he'll take the letter from Becorus's crispy hands. He then he'll turn to Vix and just be like, "Go mop up." And for Vix's turn, 5, 10 as it flies, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Chomp.
Where's that cone?
It's Becorus, like a Freddy Krueger looking motherfucker.
There's a I mean
I
he's,
think all that's left is an arm.
yeah.
I think that's it.
That's,
isn't
yeah,
it?
just the arm.
Darth
Cool.
Vader, kind of.
Try and
You know,
get.
just the arm that's left.
Kind of Terminator-esque, you know.
Yes,
It's
yes.
slightly
It's twitching.
more like
Well-
what is it? Like Bishop from
Ooh,
Aliens. It's like
Oh,
just the upper
yeah.
body,
Yeah.
head, one arm,
sick.
holding on to that letter.
Yeah.
Well, he did make the mistake of going against Fizz when Fizz had the high ground. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I think if I can grab Soldier C with my dragon and just attempt, instead of a rend, just to like fling him into the other two before I do a breath weapon. So that is it's not great, but it does have some fucking great stats.
It will do.
It will probably do. So it is a 7 on the dice plus plus 11, so that is 18. What would be kind of athletics, I guess, if that's an attack. Or do you want me to make a skill check? How do you want me to do this?
Go for it. Go for the athletics. Go for it.
Okay, cool. So technically, its proficiency bonus is equal to my bonus. Proficiency bonus is what's our proficiency bonus at level 10?
+4, maybe?
It depends what
Mine's
class you are, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think so. Mine's 4, so that's what I was sure.
Yeah, mine's 4.
Same.
It's on the character sheet at the top, just next to the
charisma and your walking speed.
Yeah.
Oh, +4. Yeah. Okay. So this would be right. Okay. Cool. So that is going to be a total of. The full stats. Where are you? Sorry about this. I'm making things all complicated, Daddy. That is going to be okay. So if we're doing an athletics check, that's 12 plus 4 plus 4. So that is a dirty 20.
Oh, lovely.
That's fine.
Okay. So if I can just launch him.
Yep. You're throwing him down there. Boom.
Somewhere over there, and then I can take the rest of my 5, 10, 15 to go there, and then basically breath weapon them all since they're wearing nice shiny metal armor.
Yeah. Lovely.
Which would be a dexterity saving throw.
Lovely.
I rolled it earlier, so I got a 6.
That's definitely a fail. 5, 6, 7, 8 points of fire damage.
I've got to remember which ones these are. Boom, yeah, and stick, boom, and 8, boom, all wiped out. You just burn them down as they flame and turn to crispy.
Yeah, and then I guess he's just like looks up to Grom. He's like, "Is everybody else okay?" Well, yes, Frias. I think they're going to be fine.
That was good.
And while literally in the middle of combat, Fizz is confident enough that everybody else is very proficient in what they're doing. He will go to read the letter that Vicaris has got in his hand. That's so important that Randy would fuck over all of us. Not old Randy.
So if you look at the letter, I will add it now. If you could read that out for me.
Randy, why don't you read it in Vicaris' voice?
It's not that. So, Fizz, you're going to have to read this one.
Father, the Dragon Army sends its greetings and a proposition. Avoid the doom in store for Calaman. Meet our agents at the Warrior's Gate. Open the way and they'll bring you to me. I found a place here and have been promised a share of the glories to come. You have the same if we embrace the Dragon Queen's will. Vicaris.
Oh.
I can't believe he fell for that. He was such a dick.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the kiddie die, right?
You believe?
Yeah, we saw him die proper.
Oh, no, it's a little bit ambiguous, wasn't it? But still, it's definitely, they're winding him up.
Was it?
And remember, my kid was the most important thing to me.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because
more important than rum?
I think I don't know how the rest of this goes, and this is the Vicaris' last thing because he's gone from this earth. But if you go back to town, I imagine there's another letter that he's written talking about how much he values all of you guys. This wasn't Vicaris like trying to fuck you over. This was
I just want to see his son.
This is serious. He actually looked at all of you guys as heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Just when he found out his son was still alive.
Yeah.
He made a choice.
That's fair enough.
And
that choice got him killed.
It got him killed. Yeah.
But
that's why I gave him a chance to go, Randy. It was like, I didn't want to have to kill him. So it was like I had to give him the opportunity. I knew he wasn't an evil person at heart.
Yeah.
Fizz,
it's all good.
Assured by betrayal. He was like, right, if this is how it is, then it can't happen again. The core group must survive. So
it was like self-defense. He did go to physically attack you, didn't he, to kill you? So
and the only reason is he wanted to try to do whatever he could to try to keep this happening.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Who's got the bag of holding, by the way?
We'll come back to that. What we're doing, we're going to fast forward. So you've had the letter. Any surviving soldiers will run off if they can, or you can cut them down as they run away. But we managed to clean up.
Stabby.
Yeah, I'll hunt the fuckers down and
You
slice them
found
into little pieces.
Bakaris' note from what appears to be his son, who may still be alive somewhere. And that's where we're going to wrap up. Just as you hear the marching dragon army, the marching footsteps echo. And next session, we will be in the last part of the war. Cool. There we go.
Final stages, guys.
Shit's getting real, people.
And Randy, again, as always,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming back. That was
Yeah, thanks so
awesome.
much, Randy.
Yeah.
So good.
I was so excited when you reached out to me, Dave. I was like, oh, I was not looking forward to this one.
No, it's good for your. It's good for your story arc, though. Like, I have to admit, I can't see any other way it would have ended.
What's
like,
really cool is that this character is a character like an NPC in this game. So
Yeah.
it's fun to like play someone who like has an arc that's already built, but like figure out like, how to share
flesh
that,
it
right?
out.
So I do also have to run, but I wanted to
No
say
problem.
it's always so great to see all of you. Love being a part of Badgers, and wish y'all all the best in the rest of the war.
No
Stay in touch,
And
Randy.
as
We love
as
you.
Randy
Thanks,
leaves for
Randy.
one last time, we're going to have the Dragonlance intro trailer with Randy. I'll see you next time.
Yay!
Bye, all. Cheers, Randy. Thank you again. I'll talk soon.
All right.
Cheers, all.
Much love, dude.